Hello there, and welcome back. My name is Demajen. I shall be your warrior of darkness for this vaguely entertaining narrative experience. We are turning a wheel and finding out what comes next in the main story. You look oddly familiar. Slightly taller than me. Alizé. So we've got 2 realms restored. 2 Light Wardens dead. And it's oddly peaceful and quiet here without...
Well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yormor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Yeah. Hello, Crystal Exarch. Oh no! This is Solace. How did he get here?
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page.
Yes, first Emperor of Garlemald.
Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Oh, they don't know. Actually, I suppose we don't know either, do we? Technically.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
That was quick.
As for my true identity...
Emmett Selk. Ascian.
I am Emmett Selk. Ascian.
Ah.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Native, yes, but clearly not.
In rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
No.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory.
He
Have
loves a
you
good
ever
spectacle.
Seen a more affecting spectacle?
I thought there were 2 M's in Emmett, but...
Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Quite a lot, I would imagine. I've done some good mocap on this guy.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
Yep.
And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met.
Uh-huh.
But you had to come and ruin it all.
Right, so. Sorry, Emmett.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
He's right there.
As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
Not great.
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach.
He's going to tell us the truth about primals.
Cooperation.
Wait, what? How does that work?
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Huh? What?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive.
No. Well, we strongly
A
suspect.
war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting.
Ah, so he's going to
Just once.
guide us to that cave with the
Might we
paintings
not
on.
seek to find common ground?
Kind of a shame that that
For
was in the
good
trailer,
or
really.
ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible.
Not a bad plan, actually.
So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for.
Clearly there's a trick
When all
to
is
this.
said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
It's a good plan.
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
And of course, we've got a...
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
We've got a white orsite in our pockets. Those big eyes. I really wish I still had the bright white eyes, though, that the Highlander had. I could probably find a mod for that, but... Cooperation? He can't be serious. Can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Demajen. Thanks, Alizé. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. So we're going to go and have another cutscene with Ardbert. Ardbert, even. The pendants. Bam. This way. Ooh, that's a nice outfit. Manager of Suites. Welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You'll find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. Sandwich basket. A picnic's worth of scrumptious sandwiches, aesthetically arranged. I was hoping for something more interesting than that. Oh well, a mystery basket of sandwiches. I'm also hoping for a new outfit. We've been wearing this one for a while now. Where are you then, Oddbert? Nom nom sandwiches. And a note. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
Well, I need that XP bonus.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
Yes.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
Yes. Don't trust him.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
But you wouldn't have lived doing that. On the moon. Oh yeah, I remember that cutscene.
We heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them.
Well, no, we know this.
But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly.
Knowledge is power, as Khadgar always want to say.
That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
You're putting me off my dinner. Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Aww, a smiling Ardbert.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
We've got Alphano. He's like a pet. I still wish there was a little bit more ear physics, but I understand why there's not. We're awake. We really need to... We really do need to stop sleeping in our armor, though. That goddamned emote. Realpolitik. I'm guessing that's the end of Act 2. A party soon divided. So we're up to level 74 quests now. So all of the level 73 content has been done, and we're 6.7 million. We're almost a third of the way through level 74. Probably going to have to do some more dungeons, but I'm fine with that. Good evening to you, miss. I do hope you're well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Oops. That one, isn't it? Still haven't quite grasped. Yes, I would like to know where we're going next. I think it's probably the Rak'tika Greatwoods, which I've been very much looking forward to. In fact, I think of all the zones that we've seen, it is the one I've been most looking forward to. But I might be wrong. That's a cool screenshot. I wish I was wearing red. I look a little bit too much like Alphino.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Dollars. Well, Emmett. Hi.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
It's true. He did.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
And offer information.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that.
And just standing there.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause?
The thing is, the Ascians have never actually lied to us.
Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
I think Thancred's probably going to eat those words at some point.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
I love the word fisticuffs. My head is spinning.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
I like the fact that he's got a slightly stooped posture as well. They've clearly made it a unique skeleton for Emmett. Yeah.
What was that all about?
There is clearly more truth to his words than we readily expect, which all ties into the stuff that's been revealed in the trailer.
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips.
Yeah.
Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Give me the choice. Colonel.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did.
Yeah. It's a little bit too obvious.
It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, It seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Yeah, the question is why? I wonder if darkness would flood in as power vacuum.
Let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Because that'd be interesting if inadvertently through our meddling we actually end up reversing the situation massively and end up almost creating a second void. That would be a twist.
I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far.
Okay.
In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Rak'tika remain.
3 to go.
And their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
You do? It's true.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia.
Again.
I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Indeed.
Then I would ask that you journey to Rak'tika. There you will
Told
find
ya.
Shadowbringers. With her,
Ah, yes,
I doubt the
of
Wardens
course.
will evade your grasp for long.
I'd forgotten about
Is
Ishtola.
Ishtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
Yes.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Oh?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Like what? There's always other matters with these quest givers. Are you going to Hogwarts?
What's that?
An Aetheryte ticket.
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join
Oh
him
dear.
in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
Ah.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
Obviously.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged.
Yes.
Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
So his power level is tied to the Crystal Tower. That is worth noting.
Master
I think that's the
Halfenberg,
first time he's
might I
mentioned that.
impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready.
Nodding
Safe
Numo.
travels to you all.
So we're off to the Rak'tika Greatwood. As expected. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church at Fort Job. May I ask that you go there before seeking out Ishtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Ishtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most unfortunate, a most considerable proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Rak'tika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. Speak with Urianger at Fort Job. No, I don't want to use an Aetheryte ticket. It's a pity there's not a setting that you can use Aetheryte tickets only if it's like 999 gil. Here amongst these ruins we'll find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. 6.2. Right, that's taken off our helm, obviously. Urianger appears lost in thought. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and it all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. Yeah, I think I speculated that back when we were doing the stuff with Tasleen in Amaran. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of those worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Rak'tika Greatwood. That is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Flap, 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 flap. Oh, this is kind of spoopy. I like the, I like the crystals. Surveying. I thought by now that I'd be regretting Fantasiaing, but I'm not, which is nice. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. Oh, the crystals that I've just pointed at. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. Oh, the dark flames. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the night's blessed. Who subsequently migrated to Rak'tika, yes? Indeed. 'Twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Rak'tika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them. They are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola in her seclusion doth labour to learn all she may of the blessed in their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Indeed. Search your surroundings for the tablets. Urianger. Banquet. Where are you, little tablet? Minfilia? Huh. Ah. found you! You have located the Time Worn tablet. Such a weird little mini game. Good job I've got keen eyesight. It is there. Within the altar, thou sayest? Yes. Yes, I do. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Rak'tika. So in my Dungeons walkthrough, reaction video thing, when we went to that dungeon that was clearly in Rak'tika and we saw those ancient structures, those are, I'm assuming, the Ronkan things, which I'm guessing are kind of Allagan equivalents. Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our speaker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Urianger is ready to leave, but not before first offering a piece of advice. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. Ah, so that is why in the trailer, Y'shtola is using Matoya's name. Oh. Thanks for that. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Great Wood's border. Well, I figured it out before he told us. There was a lot of speculation as to exactly why Matoya, as to why Y'shtola was using Matoya's name. Weathering. Can't help but feel nervous. It'll be good to see Y'shtola. Well met, traveller. What business brings you here? I'd like to go through, please. Yes, of course. Right this way. And I'm assuming that will open the gates for our regular usage then. And this is the other reason that I've been looking forward to this.
Man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked.
Just ask Orpheus.
The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow.
True.
And so he braves the forests of Rak'tika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
The great empire of the first. The Rak'tika Great Wood.
We have arrived.
We have.
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Sitia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Oh, hello, Emmett. Yeah, it's that slouching swagger that he's got.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule.
Forgive me.
A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days.
Oh, is that what he told people in the Garlean Empire?
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
Uh-huh. You're not really helping.
Brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
I roll.
Why not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows?
I'd rather have you where I can see you, to be fair.
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
Tancred won't.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No. I think I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly.
Oh, of course, he is an Ascian.
To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
Ah.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
I quite like his commentary, though. Interesting. So he only showed himself once we'd brought Knight back. What do you have to say, Emmett? What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humour you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on, then. What do you wish to know? Why choose this form here in the first? Well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Ascians pour the elixir of our souls, moulding it as fits the occasion. Or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Though, as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. Who was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him? Interesting. Good question, Minfilia. Good question. Tis plain our Ascian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. I had put far too many syllables in that. The overabundance of light in these woods. Verily it pervadeth every corner. And so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without cease. If naught is done, 'tis but a measure of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on. Wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For mercy, Ishtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavoured to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps. To Fort Gone. And we will go there in the next episode. Lots of interesting stuff in that one. And I'm glad we have made our way to Rak'tika because I really like this piece of music. And I'm intrigued as to what the hell is that? It looks like a mutant chili pepper. So we shall see. Oh, spiders. Great. So we shall see what Rak'tika has to offer as we go on in tomorrow's episode. Or the next episode. I said that last time as well. I don't know whether I'm still putting these out 2 a day or what. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I hope you are enjoying this Shadowbringers commentary and narration. I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.